Y'all, the other day, my lip was crusty as all outdoors. So I took some of that pine resin that I had the other day, which I got from a tree, something like this right here. And I turned it into a salve and some lip balm. And I'm gonna show you how I made it. First thing first, let's get this pine resin weighed up. Now, I know this is not a proper kitchen scale, but this is the only scale that I had. Say it with me. We listen and we don't judge. This pine resin came out to be 99 grams. Now I'm going to weigh out my olive oil. I'm doing a 3-to-1 ratio. So for every 1 gram of resin, I'm doing 3 grams of olive oil, which totals out to 297 grams of olive oil. Now off camera, I already weighed up my beeswax. I'm doing a 6-to-1 ratio. So for every 6 grams of olive oil and resin, I'm doing 1 gram of beeswax, which came out to be 82 grams. Now it's time to melt the pine resin. Now this is very important because you don't want to burn your pine resin. You either want to use a double boiler. If you don't have a double boiler, you can use this method right here. Take some aluminum foil, wind it up into a spiral, and place it under your glass jar so it won't come in contact with the pot that you're boiling in. This works just like a double boiler. Does not allow your pine resin to get too hot and burn. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to help with the melting process. We will add the rest of the oil once it fully melts. I'm not going to lie, this pine resin smells so good. Now, I didn't have the cleanest pine resin, so when it got done melting, I had to strain it, which left me with 44 grams of debris and sediment that I removed from the pine resin. So based on the ratios, I had to remove 132 grams of olive oil and 46 grams of beeswax, which left me with a total of 36 grams of beeswax and 220 grams of olive oil and resin combined. Now back to the melting pot, we're going to add our 36 grams of beeswax and we're going to get that melted down. Now that everything is nice and melted, we're going to go ahead and add it to our salve tins and our chapstick tube. Now you want to leave them out and let them solidify. First off, this ointment smells amazing, and it makes a great addition to your first aid kit to use for sore and irritated skin. You can apply this pine resin salve to cuts and scrapes and take full advantage of its antimicrobial properties. And as a bonus, it makes a great fire starter smeared on a cotton ball. It can also be used as an emergency candle with a makeshift wick due to its combustible properties. All right, gang, as always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and be sure to share it with a friend. Each one, teach one. Wild Boy out.